Wow.
Wow, this is some really deep stuff.
I don't know what just happened, but something happened inside of me. Something snapped, something.
I wasn't expecting that
either. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's beautiful.
Monster is like really small, but it had to become that to stop me.
And then the hurt child became present when you mentioned it.
And I didn't realize this until now.
There were things that I didn't remember until now.
Funny, I haven't seen that before.
It feels like I'm the monster. I'm kind of seeing images of things, of a world where they can exist. This clarity brings all kinds of answers.
It's clear. She hugged me and then went back to her place, I guess, in my heart. Oh, it wants to come out. It wants to bippity boppity boop Cinderella me. She's melted into my chest. It's ooey gooey.
All week been finishing things, cleaning up more, started eating vegetables again last week. And it kind of just started happening. It's almost like I just finished going through a meditation session.
I feel light. When you hit that first joint, in the morning, and
I actually feel a lot more awake.
Okay. Do you know what you'd like to work on today? Any parts that are up for you or that you'd like to get to know better?
Yeah, well, there's a scared part that feels like it's kind of hyper vigilant, what am I missing? What am I not doing? Yeah.
Okay. Well, where do you notice that part? In or around your body?
On my left side, the left side of my neck and shoulders, and sometimes even my face, I'll notice I'm scrunching my face and don't even know it until I just notice and then relax it.
And does it have any other messages for you or any other ways that it's showing up for you?
It feels I think in my chest also I feel kind of that anxious anticipation, like when you're on a roller coaster and you're about to go, it's the roller coaster's going up the the part where you're about to go down, it's scared.
Yeah. Okay. And how are you feeling towards this part as you notice it there?
I guess frustrated. So I feel I want, I'm trying to be honest. I want to feel peaceful, and it's kind of there all the time.
Yeah.
Preventing that, yeah.
That makes sense. All right, well, we could try just asking that frustrated part if it would mind stepping back to let you get to know this scared part and just seeing how it reacts to that.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Great. Are there any other parts that are coming up? Any other judgments or strong feelings towards this part?
Yeah, now that you mentioned there's a judgment, like, which sounds like my dad's voice, like, stop being a baby, stop trying to get attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not sure if we've ever worked directly with that part. I'm glad you noticed it. So you could try just asking it also to step back and see how it reacts, or if it feels like we need to work with it more, we can.
Okay. I'm having a hard time because I don't know if it's another judgment part towards the judgment part that's saying, like, you're not the boss of me. You can't tell me what to do. Like, it doesn't want to ask its permission.
Okay. Doesn't want to ask permission of this part that's saying stop trying to get attention, stop being a baby.
Yeah. Just wants to say, no, I'm going to work with this part and you can't stop me.
Got it. Okay, so that sounds like a bit of a dynamic there. Part saying that you're being a baby, and then another part saying to just disregard that part. It's not, just shut it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a few parts on our plate now. With the one that just wants to shut it out, you could try asking that part if it would let you, well, work with the one that says stop being a baby.
Okay.
See if it would step back and let you handle that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Great. Okay. So is there more that you feel like you should hear from this part that says stop being a baby? Rather than just shutting it out, we were trying to ask it to step back, but Just want to make sure that we've checked in with its concerns.
Okay. It's saying, like, I want her to be strong and tough, and she ruins everything.
Yeah. This part that's scared ruins everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let this part know that that makes sense to you,
Okay.
and that your goal is just to try to understand the scared part, and maybe you can help it out if it will let you.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He gets it. He's okay.
Great. And he can always jump back in if he really needs to.
Okay.
All right, so turning again to this scared part, the one that says, what am I not doing? Feels like it's going up a roller coaster. Now, how are you feeling towards it?
Curious.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So let it know that. And do whatever you can to deepen your access to it. And then invite it to share with you anything that it wants you to know.
She's scared and she's afraid if she lets go that she's gonna like fall. Like, it reminds me of the last time I went to an amusement park, and I think I might have shared a while back, and how I was like genuinely terrified, and I never felt that before, but I had gone through some stuff that was making me feel really vulnerable. And for the first time, like when I was on a roller coaster, I genuinely felt like if I let go, that I was going to just go flying out of the, off the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how she is, what she's saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you can let her know that you that you're getting that feeling that she's feeling, that it's you're receiving that.
Okay.
And just gently inquiring, what that's about or what else she would like to share about that.
Yeah, she's just reminding me of, what it was like being a kid and just always being on edge and never knowing when I was not doing something I was supposed to be doing or doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, or, in the sense of he would just always find something to rage about.
Yeah. Okay. And are you able to see how old this part is?
Yeah, I think 3.
And so as you're seeing its age and you're seeing the things it's worried about, how are you responding to that? Like, how are you being with the part?
Okay. I guess I'm just observing, not really like touching or anything.
It's fine. Does the part feel like you get it when it describes that scary situation? Does she feel like you get it?
Okay.
And if not, what else can she show you to help you understand?
Okay. Yeah, she's shown me a couple times when I was trying to be playful and how that, just made him angry. Like I couldn't have known that what I was doing was going to be the thing that
Right.
made him mad.
And is there anything else that she wants to show you to help you understand or to build that trust with you?
Well, she's showing me some sexual things that I don't have, that I've like never remembered before.
Uh-huh.
Like when I was asleep in bed.
Are you okay witnessing that?
Yeah, I just, I know stuff like that happened. I just never remembered, like my body remembers it, but I never had like a visual memory of it.
Yeah. Are you concerned that the memory might be like not be entirely true?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've heard that, coming up in sessions I've observed, and it makes sense that would be like, well, hold on, I don't want to make stuff up, but, however this part is expressing itself,
yeah,
we want to allow, and it's not necessarily important to like verify the accuracy.
Okay.
Like if, for example, maybe those memories really are just in the body, but the only way for it to communicate to you right now is with some images, for example, and like, okay, that's how it's communicating it. I would just kind of stay with it, and any part of you that's concerned about the accuracy of it, just see if you could ask that to step aside so that you can just be present.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And if this is new, information or new ways that you're seeing things or being with this part, I would just go very slowly and give her all the time she wants to express that, as long as you're okay in that space and witnessing that.
Okay.
Just stay curious, keep asking for her to show you more.
Okay.
Until she feels like she's really shared everything.
Okay. She's showing me like focusing on my reaction, my like going numb and dissociating.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense that's, been one of my reactions, even as an adult, to just when something is uncomfortable, to just, or something that I don't like or don't want, but
Yeah.
don't know how to stop it, just go numb and dissociate,
Yep.
Yeah, and that even, some of the other situations that weren't sexual, where he was more, being physically and emotionally abusive. When I cried to my mom, she didn't really do anything, so, I mean, she was like, John, why'd you have to do that? But that was it. There was,
Right.
She didn't even get up off the couch,
Right.
So it makes sense why I would stop
Yeah.
even speaking out,
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that she's wanting to show you?
Yeah, she's shown me some other things where, again, she's focusing on my response.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of learning Like, there was a time when we had like a above ground pool, and I was changing on our back porch into my swimsuit, and my sister saw me and told, because there were boys in our backyard, and at any point they could have walked in and seen me. And I think I, wanted that attention, that like, I didn't know how to talk to, boys other than try to get that kind of attention, and, my, dad beat me pretty bad. And, this time there was like a grapefruit sized bruise on my leg. And, I might have shared this with you before, but, and he ended up putting ice on my leg and holding it and laying next to me for like an hour or something. And I remember, like, that's the most love and attention I ever got from him. So it actually like felt good. Like, I don't even remember the beating. I remember him putting ice on me,
Yeah.
But I guess that also, something else that comes up is that the reason he did that was because there was evidence that my mom would be mad about. And, that just makes me think that maybe she didn't know how bad the abuse was, because normally there wasn't marks,
Right.
Like, he knew how to hurt us without leaving any signs.
Yeah. Yeah, and even now as an adult, it's hard to explain. Like, it doesn't. You can try to figure out people's motivations and everything, and like, but it's just so hard to get in anyone's mind, and then for this child to be trying to figure any of that out while also depending on them and needing them and yearning for that affection and love.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. But it says a lot that she's able to share all this with you now.
Yeah.
You still feel like you're in a good place to receive it and be with her while she's sharing. Mm-hmm. Have you tried getting closer, or how are you being with her now?
Yeah, I asked her if she wanted me to hold her, and she came and sat in my lap.
Yeah. Well, you could do the redo thing, offer to go back into her time, to any of those, to all of those situations, events, and whether she's directly witnessing that or not, to just go back and be for her the person that she needed.
Okay. Okay. She's done.
Great. So you went back, you had some words or some taking her out of that place, or?
Yeah. And killing him, setting him on fire.
Uh-huh. Okay. Curious, because you've told me that, a handful of times, that's been your go-to there.
Yeah.
We'll have a few questions. One, did you interact with your mom in this redo?
Only to take her out of the place.
Mm-hmm. And my other question is this: have you ever have you ever not killed the dad? Have you tried other things? I'm just curious.
Let me think.
I mean, I know you've talked about kind of ways that you've tried, like, I think you said maybe once you kind of swallowed him. But I'm wondering if you've ever, I don't know.
I mean, there
shouted
has
at
been
him or had some other words with him, for example.
I mean, the thing is, there's no talking to my dad.
Yeah. I'm not suggesting it. I was just curious.
I mean, I did do an exercise where at one point where I saw him as a little boy. And yeah, maybe that was an EMDR.
Mm-hmm.
Where I saw him as a little boy and had compassion for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only time that I can think of.
Have you tried, again, just asking, have you tried in these redos, like telling someone, you tell the police, you tell the neighbor, or you know, something like that?
No, I mean, maybe I could. I mean, telling him, I don't know. If I just told somebody, I mean, even police, like he would intimidate. I mean, it's possible, but even like at one point, my mom's best friend's husband was a cop and, knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it would have been possible to get us out of the situation, but
yeah. Okay, I was just curious because you've killed him so many times that just trying to look at any other options. Not that I'm saying it's a bad one or anything. If it feels right, then if I was going to suggest something, like if you were going to try something different, maybe not limited to, like, again, what would be realistic, but what if in the redo you call the cops and they do show up and take him away forever, like whether or not that would be realistic. I'm just trying to think of other ways of doing redos, but I don't know.
Yeah, but if they take him away, then they take him away from me, but he can still hurt other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, I just wanted to throw it out there. So, this part, is it ready to leave that time and be with you, or wherever it wants to be?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can take her out of that time. Just ask her where she'd like to be.
I'm having a little bit of a hard time because I'm worried that I'm like feeling a little bit judged for the killing.
No, I was just curious. I mean, only because I'd heard it so many times from you. I'd heard you say about killing him, and I thought, well, maybe if that's not working, or I just wanted to know what else you had tried, and you told me. So I really don't have. I mean, it's your world, and it's not a situation I've been through, so I don't have any judgment about it. I just wanted to ask if there's anything else that might work. I don't know. I appreciate you letting me know how you're feeling.
Thanks. Yeah, she wants to come and be with me.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So you take her out, take her away, let her come be with you. And then when you have her there, you can offer to help her get rid of those feelings that she carries in her body by asking where they're located
Okay.
and how she'd like to give them up.
She'd like to give them up to fire.
All right. You can help her set that up and tell her to take those feelings, put them in the fire until they're all out.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Now, how's she feeling?
Happy.
Hmm.
Safe.
Yeah. And like you've done with some of the others, is there a way that you can set up or think up a way to just stay in touch with her, especially over the next few weeks where you're able to touch in and just let her know that you're there, you're open to that kind of communication, that she doesn't have to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can put my hand on my chest and on the left side and connect with her.
Okay. And then if you want to spend another minute just maybe zooming out to any of those protectors that were, concerned or judgmental or however they were feeling about this part or your work, especially maybe the one that was saying, don't be a baby, and just, inviting them to witness what you've done, maybe inviting them to give up anything that they'd like to give up.
Okay.
Just seeing if they have any other questions or concerns about your work.
The judgmental part is still being judgmental. It's saying it's not going to work. She's still going to be the same.
Yeah. And how do you respond to that?
That all we can do is try and maybe ask what its concerns are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, you told me that you were learning a lot from this part, memories or just things that you had really connected or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, to me that just seems so valuable. Like it might not mean you're a different person today or tomorrow or anything, or all your parts have reorganized or changed, but it's like, I don't know, to me that just sounds like so powerful and the only way to progress in anything, really.
Yeah.
Learn about it.
Yeah.
But it's also good. It's good to have parts looking out for, it's good to have that skepticism or just concern or that, you want to spend your time doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So I'd say thanks to that part. Is there any other, again, questions or concerns or any work that you feel like doing with any of these parts, questions that you have for them?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And again, I appreciate you saying the thing about how you're feeling. And if there's more you want to discuss with me about any of that, I'm open to hearing all that. If we can do that now or later or never, or whatever you like.
Yeah. Obviously I struggle with speaking up. So,
Sure.
but I know, I feel safe with you, and I didn't want to like that to hinder anything, because sometimes if I feel judged, I can like shut down.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was thinking you probably had another reason, but that was, I guess, my fear.
Yeah.
That I'm being too violent or something.
Again, what do I know? So, but yeah, if you want to talk about that more, or like if those feelings come up again, we can talk about that anytime.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, have a great rest of your day. Hope to talk with you soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you want to help bring more self-energy to the world? If you'd like to participate in calls or help out with this project in any way, I'd love to hear your ideas. Join the Discord server or contact me at james@liveifs.com. A huge thanks to our audio engineer, Yvonne, for your care and diligence in editing the calls. To every caller for your courage in sharing some of your parts. And to anyone out there getting to know their internal system, keep going. Who knows? That might be the most selfless, helpful thing you can do for others, and you're the only one who can do it. If you'd like to see us reach the largest audience, we must please the almighty suggestion algorithms at iTunes and YouTube. And they don't care about the power of IFS. They're looking for likes and shares and comments, and the sooner the better. Follow the links in the show notes right here in your podcast player to make your wishes known. And now, a minute of meditation. Or if you prefer, pull over. You can do it in 60 seconds. Just click one of those links. They're right there, and give us a like or a 5-star rating. It would really help. If you think this project is helping people, you're helping people by sharing it. Thank you.